Hello everyone, g'day, welcome to the live stream. I have it filming up on the bird's eye view for my blog later. Just in case you missed this live stream and you want to see it in a bit higher quality. Steve's here as well.
Hi everybody, how are you?
Hello Steve.
Happy weekend.
Yes, happy weekend. Saturday.
Saturday. Friday.
Saturday. Saturday.
What's that from?
Elton John.
Elton John, that's right.
Imagine making a song that was just... What are your lyrics?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Hello, Olga.
Hiya.
The B-Star says, I love your work. Thank you.
I don't know why I'm waiting.
Hello, Kayla.
Like waiting
Hello,
for everyone
Olga.
to turn up. No one
Hello,
knows I'm going
Brittany.
live
Hi,
right now.
Milu.
So today
Milu.
I'm going to be doing gouache, however you want to
Gouache.
say it, gouache.
You know what that sounds like? Like when the spelling to
What?
me is G-W-A-S-H.
G-W-A-S.
Gouache.
Oh, gouache.
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 Like wash.
I'm going to sneeze.
Gouache.
Excuse me, everyone. Oh, I caught my allergies.
Hi, Lola. How are you?
Oh, tissue. Doesn't help that I'm covered in cat hair.
Right. Brittany says, I was just about to start painting. Well,
Oh, amazing.
welcome. Perfect.
We're gonna
Shasta
paint
says,
together.
oh my gosh, those are beautiful. Those are beautiful. Those
Thank
you
you.
did those, right?
These were all inspired by Mary Blair.
I love it.
I went on a bit of a Mary Blair bender.
Hi from Germany. Hello. How do you say hello in
Oh,
German?
don't put me on the spot like that. You know I don't speak German.
Auf Wiedersehen is goodbye.
Dankeschön is
Dankeschön,
thank you. Willkommen?
That's welcome.
How do you say hello?
How do you say hello?
Guten Morgen?
That's good morning.
Guten Tag? I
Guten
don't
Tag?
know.
Maybe?
I
Good
don't
day?
know.
I don't know.
I literally have never learnt German in my entire life.
We're just going through everything German that we know. I got notifications on, so it helps. Perfect. Bless you. Everybody's saying bless you.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
Brittany says, you know I follow you too much when my husband and mother both ask about you. Marisha's working on my travel journal.
All bad, I
Perfect.
hope. Oh,
Hello
good
from
luck.
Israel.
Have
Hello.
So last night on live, we did this Mary Blair inspired Cinderella, the live action Cinderella, and it turned out absolutely gorgina after what was probably the most stressful experience of my entire life, trying to teach Steve how to watercolor.
I'm not an easy student,
He was really putting my teaching skills to the test there.
but you did such a great job.
We really managed to save it, didn't we? You know what I think it was? The sparkle.
Always sparkle.
How could it not?
Always.
Anyway, so I actually really love this, and I want to try something similar, but I'm doing gouache because I'm terrible at it, and I'd love to be able to practice.
I'm sure you're great at it.
No, truly I'm not. I overwork everything, and I want to be Mary Blair, so it's not just going to happen, we have to work at it.
Okay.
So today I've got all my gouache set up everywhere. I wish you could see it all. It's everywhere. It's all over the table.
It is really cool.
I've got this black journal here. This is a Delusions insert. Why did I say it like that? Delusions.
I'm trying to
Getting more
to
Australian as I
channel-
go.
How would you say it if you were from England?
Oh, I don't know.
How do you say it like Diane Reevely? Deluge.
I'm not going to do my best Diane Reevely impression for you today. Anyway, I've got, this is the book we were using last night, The Hidden Art of Disney's Mid-Century Era, and this is because I've got a lot of Mary Blair... Oh, how convenient. I've got a lot of Mary Blair stuff just catalogued in here. So
That's
I'd
it.
love to maybe try some of this. I've done the teapots before. They were really fun in gouache. She's a master, so... You know, we're going to try our best. But I've also got this beautiful junk journal was made by Victory a long time ago. And I have a lot of stuff in here. I just love to work on the different papers every now and again. So we could get some paintings going on the grey.
I feel like it would be a little sacrilegious to paint on sheet music.
Oh, no, I've done it. It's fine.
All my musicians out there.
The irony, it says black and white, and I've put yellow all over it. Why not? Trapeze artists. Or maybe these are supposed to be prompts.
It could be.
Well, you paint over maps. These are all beautiful different papers that Victory bound into one journal. There's even acetate in here. I've got maps. Oh, this is so fun. She's
cool.
Nitty Rudy.
That's so
That was my
funny.
first Tim Burton phase.
So good. I love it. So we have people saying hi from Amsterdam. Hello. Lola says, oh my
everyone.
gosh, don't forget to ask James about the mariachi drawing. I'm asking you now.
Oh no, I feel very put on the spot. What's this about? If it's a commission coming from Steve, those are typically the worst. So.
Ginny says, is that journal painted or it came with pages like that? That was the original that was showed up. That was James painted those
I painted some things on those pages, yeah, but it's tricky because some of those pages are decorated from like children's storybooks and stuff.
No, the one before, like earlier when the Mary Blair inspired that you did.
Oh yeah, I painted these ones.
Lola, we miss you.
These were like direct copies of Mary Blair stuff that I tried to learn from. Today I'm going to go a bit looser, like I don't have to do a direct copy.
Hello from England. Hi, Emilu. Nice to see you. Hello,
See,
all
this
about
is too watery. You don't have to say hello to everyone, Steve. That's very generous, but
sorry.
I feel like this whole video is just going to be hello, 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 hello.
Brittany says I was looking up about Mary Blair books, and there were too many good ones. I could not decide. She's pretty incredible.
She's literally a genius. So with gouache, it has to be a good consistency is probably where you start. That is way too watery. And it works like a very highly pigmented watercolor. So most of the time, if you've got something too watery, you don't want to put your color, like find the color and put it back in. If you mix it with white, hopefully you can kind of stain the white pigment.
What would you compare this to?
It's like watercolor if it was super, super opaque.
But I don't opaque is dark?
So transparent is see-through, opaque is flat.
I still don't follow.
Like once you paint with it, you're not really supposed to be able to see the page.
So you have more pigmentation.
Yeah,
that's what.
It's a flatter layer of color. But I've done a terrible job. This is the most watery gouache you've ever seen right now, and you know why? I'm just gonna wipe that away because my palette here, you can see it here. I've actually taken a little pipette and I've just tried to rehydrate everything, but I put way too much water in each of the little wells, so now it's too wet.
That's kind of a cool effect that you just did, though.
Oh, thanks.
No, like
very unintentional. My only other option right now is to go and find some of these other gouaches, which I've put a lot of the colors on the lid, so I should be able to find it. Steve, you'll be able to help me. I'm just looking for a flesh tone. We can go with any.
Which flesh, dark or light?
Do you know what? Let's
My
just
flesh or
any flesh
or Tiana flesh.
Just a beautiful flesh tone.
Oh, well, every flesh tone.
Oh, yeah, right. I put you really on the spot there. Pick me the most beautiful skin color.
I like coffee.
Yeah, I like something warm.
I think
something that'll sharpen. This tan is nice.
But this is
like a taupe.
This latte brown is nice. Which do you like?
I like these cool ones a little better for shadows. What's that? Toffee. Yeah, we can mix a few. In fact, I think this is cerulean. It's not lapis, it's cerulean, and you're so blithely unaware. Oscar de la Renta, I think, was it? That did a collection of cerulean gowns. Don't start me.
I need a jacket here.
Alright, so now I've got this little bit of gouache here. It's all about the water to gouache ratio.
But isn't that like, it's the same with watercolor, right?
True. But watercolor like has granulation in some of them, and it's quite transparent. It's supposed to be like really layerable and beautiful. This is just supposed to be like a thick, flat, almost like poster paint. So it's just painting block colors that look flat when they're dry. And watercolor kind of stays pretty true to what it is. Gouache, if it's a lighter color, will dry darker. If it's a darker color, it'll dry lighter. It's very difficult to work with.
Is it easier to oh, well, I guess that's my question was going to be, is it easier to manipulate?
I'm just going to try and mix some of this stuff together. You want a pastier mix with gouache. Anything too wet.
You want pasted. That's what I guess my next question was, that you want it to be a little bit like paste.
Yeah. So you don't want it too wet, and I always overmix it too wet. It's probably because I use these big brushes and the brush holds a lot of water.
There with it?
So white will help thicken it up. It's like if you had a...
But does it adjust the color?
Yeah, it'll make it a little flatter and lighter. Let's see how that's a little more opaque.
Yeah.
I want to be expressionist.
Okay.
I want to do as least work as I can do for maximum results, Mary Blair style. Which means I'm just going to have to be bold about it, because I overthink everything. And
you do not.
No, truly I do.
I overthink everything.
Who do you think I'm drawing? I'm painting.
Cinderella.
Yes.
We're on a Cinderella kick.
Was it obvious? I'm learning, but I always get nervous because if I put the camera on and I'm learning, it's like suddenly a whole lot more pressure.
Oh, you're like the rest of us then. You're like me.
Yeah, but I think it's important to show because truly, I mean, you never know what you're capable of until you start learning it. I'm familiar with how to draw this, but how to paint it is a completely different story.
I guess you're right.
See how flat that is?
Yeah.
And this is painting over black.
I like that.
Isn't it beautiful? Love it.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Oh, I need it.
Is that your phone?
Yeah, but the music.
Oh. I've asked you to think about too many things at once.
My brain capacity.
You had one job. Say hello, put on music.
I know, and then we're trying a new music thing out right now.
Oh yes, because I'm filming this, double filming it, so it'll end up on my blog later, just in case anyone misses it. Oh, I've got this here. I'm gonna just dip straight into this. Who cares at this point?
What happens to
See
all that
how
water?
watery it is? I'm gonna have to get rid of that because that's too much water.
Do you need
I was
want
a
me to go get a
fool.
paper towel? To soak it
Yeah,
up?
if you could just get a little paper towel and start
Yeah.
soaking up a bit of that water. I wanted to rehydrate the cakes, but it's too much. See, I'm already overworking this. I should have just committed with a bold colour.
I'm getting these extra absorbent, everyday casual napkins.
Okay.
Okay. I like that little thing that you're doing.
Yeah, it's not bold enough.
Is this healthy? It's a big fun art project right here.
So if you just, get a little bit and just blot it up.
Is that better? I've soaked all of it up, pretty much.
Yeah, that's fine. Should be rehydrated by now. Oh, thanks.
Sure.
Oh, I keep overdoing it. I'm about to give up on this page, I
It's cool
swear.
in the...
Yeah, but see how I'm overworking it? See, it doesn't look
Oh,
like
it's
I've
like
done
me
it in a
yesterday.
couple of brush strokes. It looks so laboured.
So the idea is to go, like, so less is more.
Yeah, like,
Do you want a fresh napkin?
I've got a tissue here I can use. Oh, you mean for that? Yeah, thanks. Sorry, I caught my allergies just as soon as we started. Alright, I'm going to put this napkin under here. So, let's abandon her. We don't need it. We don't need this in our lives. Give it a quick dry. If you watch this, hopefully you'll see how once it's dry, the colours will start shifting, things will become lighter and darker, and it almost look really chalky on the surface, and see all those lines that I've overworked, see how apparent they become? This is why I want to go in really confident with my brush strokes. Which maybe I should kind of outline what I want to paint first. Do you think?
I mean, you always do that anyway. I think no matter what you do, you always make it look good.
Thanks.
I would say...
They're simple shapes. I think I've just got to be simple.
I wouldn't be surprised, I guess, if you did just go ahead and outline it.
Well, I'll get a little pastel pencil.
Okay.
Oh, so funny. I've used this song before in my...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just found it. Just random.
Well, because we're putting this on the blog, Steve's using Epidemic Sound, which is the subscription music
Yeah.
I have, for, like, royalty-free. And so he doesn't know the songs.
I would love to see you paint Giselle sometime. Is that
Giselle.
Giselle or Griselle? I love that movie. Sugar Rush says, Steve is such a lovely assistant. LOL, internship program with JLB Creative. Oh. That changes every hour.
Yeah,
We're having a good time.
Okay, so there's my dress.
Oh, I've heard this on your videos
Cupcake.
before.
Yeah, right? I think it was my Southwest Rocks one.
Or is it Mary Poppins?
Oh, I don't know.
I do like this black paper, though.
Yeah, it's nice.
So you're trying to make it similar to yesterday's?
I'm trying to copy yesterday's.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I want to do it with as least brush strokes as I can.
Okay.
So that it can be confident, right?
Confidence is key.
Which I'll probably end up painting everything. So I think basically you got to work from the back to the front.
So
So what color would I do these stairs? I've got to just commit.
do red. Do like a maroon. But go...
Ooh, like one of
you
these
have a lot of
deep.
water there.
Oh, I thought you were going to blot it all up.
Oh, I was just doing that one.
Oh, that's fine. What I'm going to do, I think, is actually bring whatever I want into another palette and mix it with the white. Because see how I've got dried up gouache on here as well? That'll reactivate. If it's one of those acrylic gouaches, it won't reactivate. But I can always mix my white with it as well and try and thicken it up a little bit. Or, even better, I have some gouache here. I have my tubes. I can just stick some of that tube gouache in there.
Said not blue.
The red will really make it pop, I reckon.
Somebody's like triggered from yesterday's blue extravaganza.
Well, red's quite regal.
I love it.
Alright. So I'm going to try and do this in one fell swoop.
Got it.
Oh, I'm already tempted to overwork it. I don't want to go over the dress because this might reactivate when I put the blue over it. It'd be great if I had a massive brush.
I'm holding my breath.
It's fine. There's no stakes. We don't have to... This doesn't have to be anything.
Just lovely journaling.
Thanks.
Paper towels and toilet paper are precious these days, lol.
Yeah.
Yes.
If it were watercolor, I'd use my my reusable one. I have to go over it. I'm sorry, everyone. I know I said I wouldn't, but I'm doing it. Because I'm going to put the stairs on sideways anyway, right?
Yeah.
Which means I think I want to try and get a little bit of a darker color going on. Hopefully I can mix up some of this.
Have you ever worked with oil paint or acrylic?
No. I hate oil paints.
It's like Bob Ross, right?
Yeah, they don't dry. They have to like cure for years.
What is that? Like how? Like
I don't know.
Like cure for years as in like how many times can you change it up? Like how many times?
I think the cure time is like you can months at a time you can go back and rework sections.
Really?
There's like water mixable oils. They think they dry, and I think there's a way to dry them. I'm not sure. I really don't get into it because I don't want to do it. But...
You hear that, folks?
Yeah.
It's very honest.
I think I've been telling everyone for ages I won't try it. It's just too much for me. I'm struggling with this.
Do you think? Look, I'm no expert here.
Oh well, we're trying. But we don't need to do it.
What I'm noticing, what I'm observing is the amount of water.
Yeah, it's always too much. That's my problem, I think.
Happy little trees, yes. If you make oil too thick, it can take years.
Yeah, see? And look how different that dries. So you know what I might do now?
I like how visible the drying is. Like, oh, okay, I can see that it's drying versus...
Yeah. Like watercolor, you don't know.
What do you think of,
Let me put this clip on so I don't have to hold it down like I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. I reckon if I get one darker side, like even if I got the black at this point.
That's a lot of water.
I just want the pigment. If I got some of this black.
I'm talking like I know what I'm saying things like I know what I'm talking about.
What if I just put this where all those stairs shadows are?
Sure.
I'm trying to use a big square like flat brush as well because I tend to not overcorrect myself with these brushes.
Because like once it's done, it's done.
Because it's too big. And I'm still overcorrecting myself now.
That looks good.
Like even now I just want to go back in that red.
And do what?
And like blend that in a little bit. I don't know why. What if I got a smaller brush? Then I'll have a bit more dexterity. It's still flat. But maybe I'll have a better chance at controlling some of this.
Aside from fairies and mermaids, what's your favorite medium to work with?
Watercolor. Oh wait, did you... What did you ask?
Like, what's your favorite medium to work with?
You said aside from fairies and mermaids, and then medium. I was so lost. Wait, you mean like subject matter?
Irit from Austria. Hi, Irit. Good night. Says good night and promises to catch the rerun.
Good night. You don't have to catch it if you don't want to. I'm sure it's just going to be me overworking all these pieces. But we're learning. Did I make the stairs look more confusing like that?
I think there's just always some definition. It's gouache. It can be interpretive. Look at me
Oh,
like I know.
Listen to it, folks. It'll all look different once it's dry.
I like that you added the black. It really helps define it.
I reckon I could go one step further and add even another like triangular shadow on each.
Why not? Go for it.
And should I do it in a different color? What shadow color should she have? Purple? Because if I do purple on her, I can do purple on there. Let's just try that.
Yeah, but lessen your water load here on your brush.
I know.
I see it.
Well, that wasn't as purple as I expected, so I'm gonna get this.
Are those Arteza
Yes,
gouache?
they
yes. And then
They're
here
pretty
it
good.
says, LOL, fairies, mermaids, and watercolors are the best media. Yeah, it's like Sprock, HB Sprock.
HB Sprock.
Scraps to Beauty says, hi, Stephen James. Hello.
Oh, hey, Zandra. Okay, that looks pretty good. It's pretty flat. So I want to get the rest of that off there. I want to put a triangular shadow that just leads down each stair. If you press play on the album cover,
I did, and it
still
doesn't
doesn't do
it
that.
doesn't do that.
Wonder why. That's pretty. Falls asleep.
Yeah.
Just see my hand stop. Yeah, I don't know if this was a good idea. But you know what? We've committed.
I think it looks really interesting. Are you trying to cover that the highlight?
A little bit. There we go.
Okay.
Now, the blue. The dress.
Make it pink.
I think if I use this paddle brush, I'll be able to do the scallops like that.
Sure.
Do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, but it makes sense to me. Do you want to dry it first?
What? Oh, this. Just around the dress. Everything else can dry itself. So that purple was a better mix. Still a little watery,
But not as bad. It's a little bit.
but we're
thicker.
getting there. It's so hard to know, especially because each pigment is different too.
Do you think that they're a thicker paint, or it's just more opaque? Is what you're saying?
What?
Gouache, because it looks thicker.
Well, watercolor will come out like this as well. I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same, except whereas, like, if this was like, I don't know, 60% pigment or 50, I don't know what the ratios are. Watercolor would be like 10.
Okay. Because it's like pasty,
Yeah.
and then you just dump.
I always need white. White is like the first thing to go.
Linda
into
says
gouache.
both. That it's both pasty and opaque.
Yeah. Okay, let's go for it.
You can do it. Yeah. Nice.
You don't want it too thick though, it'll crack. So now I don't know how I'm going to resolve the side of this dress.
You can do it.
Gonna try. There's a little puddle of blue under there I'm trying to activate as well. Get some of that.
When I work with gouache, I like to start with very thin layers to block in the colors, and then thick layers on top to form it
Yes.
more. Says it's sort of the awkward middle sister to watercolor and acrylic.
Yeah. See, I usually work, if I'm going to, I'll do acrylic gouache. Because that one's, it dries and you can't activate the color underneath it. And so I find that a little easier. I don't like this, it just looks like a rainbow. It's fine. I could just block in her dress and then do some scallop pattern at the bottom or something.
Right.
I could even mask it off. So let me just... I'm going to refocus my attention to blocking her dress now.
What's that mean?
I just want a solid colour. So I might just get this blue. What is this? And this is a pearl blue. Maybe I could use that. Nice and sparkly.
Ooh. It's hard because of the break in the page, huh?
Yeah. It's fine. See, I'm wondering if that's too thick, it might crack. But, if all goes well, maybe I could just put my white in at the bottom now.
They're saying, put other swishes on it. There it goes. Swish, swish.
See how it's activating all that stuff underneath? It's because this
What
is
if you
like
layer it from the
watercolour.
bottom up? Like swish it from the bottom up? Or you just want the ruffles on the bottom?
I just want the ruffles on the bottom. I'll dry it and we'll see what happens. I got too precious again with it, but I don't know if I'm painting it too big and I need a bigger brush or something. But I don't have any bigger brushes than that.
Do you want me to do it?
No. You traumatized me since the last time.
I feel
See
like
how that's cracking there? It's too thick. I'm also overheating it and it's bubbling now. Well, it's not the end of the world. Maybe I just need to do more? More is more is more?
more is more is more.
Let's mix it with that purple.
They don't have like glitter gouache, do they?
There's some metallic ones in there.
What if you just did streaks?
I was trying to be bold.
That's pretty.
I don't know what that's going to look like.
Like, just be a bit more patient is what Linda is saying.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No. Cannot be patient.
It's like, what's it said? It's done, go. Which I think is also sometimes a good quality to have, but... Actually, what? You're probably more patient than I am.
Well, look, if I was really trying to get something that I was going to, like, frame, I would approach this a different way, but I'm just trying to learn. I took away most of her body, so she just has to have that little body now.
It's all good.
I can put details on afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay, where did I lose that flesh tone to?
Linda says the medium requires it, unfortunately. I agree with you, Linda. I've never worked with this, but I agree with you.
Yeah.
But James is pretty patient.
Possibly what? Yeah, well, I mean, not on Instagram Live, because you're
on a time limit.
kind of going. Yeah, you've got like an hour to make something fantastic, and if you're not confident in it, it becomes a bit of an uphill battle. But I think it's good to show.
Snatched waist. Yeah, waist, yes.
This is gouache too.
It is a snatched waist.
I'll put some more white over here.
I do, like, I think it's, I like that you're doing this on live, Instagram Live, because
I'm not.
it keeps us all, like, on the same, you know what I mean?
Hopefully people see that you don't have to be good at everything. And there's lots that everyone struggles with.
That's pretty.
But, you know, we worked on the other one until we fixed it and saved it, so I'm sure the same could happen here.
It's fantastic now. Think of all that you're inspiring, maybe not the end result. Think of all that.
It's just about the inspiring people not actually having anything good. I'll take it.
The layers are looking good. Just keep building them up. It's getting great. Totally.
Thank you. I think I might put a big pattern on the dress or something.
So I
That's how we
appreciate-
saved the last
Yeah.
one.
I appreciate this willingness to try it in front of us. Definitely.
I've done it a few times before, but I mean, even then, when I'm editing the video, you don't know how much I'm cutting out. Like, you don't know how many hours go into one video that's like 20 minutes long, but I could have been there for 5 hours playing with it.
Still looks nice to me. What color gouache do you like using for skin?
Oh, I use whatever was on the palette just then. It depends.
You mixed that one up a little bit.
Yeah. This Arteza set has a ton of really good ones. And not like just fair skin tones like most sets. There's some really nice warm ones as well.
Like my skin.
And like cool tans as well. It's kind of hard to get something like this toffee color, which is like a cool shadowy brown.
Abby Lynn says, "Hi James and Steve, hello."
Hey. I think I've got too much water in.
You want me to change it?
Thing. No, it's fine.
Okay. But does that ever, like, the color water, does it affect the color?
Yes. It will make it a little more dull and dirty. But look at my palette. I don't seem to have cared before this point. I just want to mix together a little hair color.
This really does require a lot of patience.
Yeah, this is really not a medium for me, I don't think.
I know, I'm even finding myself like, okay, like...
I'm enjoying it.
You're so quick, always.
Oh yeah, usually I don't stop and think about anything.
She's running.
It's Mary Blair style.
Yes, loose.
There we go. It's getting there.
I learned a lot of just like from you, and like when you do with your art, I just learned that it's okay for things to be interpretive and not literal.
Oh yeah. I find it very difficult.
Where did you learn how to do that?
Sometimes myself.
Is that watercolor?
This is also gouache. This is a different brand though. So this is the Arteza, and this one is a Mission Mijello Gold. And they're
no idea
really
what
good
is.
too. These ones are really good. These were actually gifted to me.
Oh, wow.
I'm very lucky. I'm very spoiled.
Like watercolors, does gouache have different qualities and grades?
Yes, definitely. Some you'll find. I mean, I can't say that chalky is a bad quality because you kind of want them to be really matte and flat. So they're great for mixed media. Actually, kind of really underrated. Because they're so hard to use, I don't think a lot of like mixed media beginners would try them because I'm struggling and I've used them a lot before. Not a ton, but I've enough to be able to know I should be doing better than what I'm doing because they're difficult.
These swoops are really pretty that you created. Like.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do like the old school Cinderella peplum.
Oh, you're combining the looks?
I'm gonna combine them as if this were the concept art. And they just omitted some parts. So I might even do the bows.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Sorry, I've forgotten. Oh, can there be different grades? Yeah, but some can look chalky in the wrong way and leave a powdery residue. And that's not what you want. A lot of cheaper ones will kind of do that to you.
What is the best technique for putting hair on a person without it looking like a toupee has just been slapped on the head?
Usually don't add any of the bulk to the hair until you get... Yeah, don't add it to the top, add it below the ears. Usually around the sides of the face, keep it a lot closer to the head. If you want to add anything, put on the top, yeah, or the bottom. And also, you don't have to treat hair like it's hair, and you don't have to draw every individual strand.
Pretty.
See, those are more confident strokes.
Yes.
Don't you see?
I do see.
Talking to myself there. Don't you see, James? Don't you see what you've done? I'm losing it. I'm just upset that the bottom's not more blocked in.
It's okay. Like you said, it's concept.
But I think I know how to fix some of this. Butterflies.
Butterflies.
It'll look like a butterfly's carrying her down the staircase.
Because why not? Because why not?
So I like how Mary Blair uses the brushes. You can like see her tools in her work. So I'm trying to just stamp with my brush rather than paint. But this is why when people say like practice, 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 it's not so that you can be good at everything. It's just when you know something well enough, you can rely on the skill to do something for you.
How would you grade the ones
Which
you
I
are
don't.
using, James? How would you grade?
Arteza, I would say, are a really affordable student grade. So much like if you have a Prima watercolor palette, you'll enjoy Arteza for the gouache. They do claim to be artist quality, I believe, but I tend to take all of that with a grain of salt with any companies that private label. And Arteza, I believe, are private labeled. So, Mission Mijello, I actually feel like they work a bit better than the Arteza. I would say they're probably a step up, but I'm not sure if they're like professional artist grade quality because I actually haven't used any super professional artist grade quality gouache. Like Winsor and Newton, I think, are one.
I don't know anything about what you're talking about.
Steve doesn't know anything. Acrylic gouache, the Holbein gouache, actually, that's pretty good, but I use the acrylic one, so that's not a real version.
Do you just like do research and see what it looks like?
Yeah, look, honestly, you can use something cheap and make it work. You can use something expensive and not make it work. It really does come down to your own experience.
So thank you. That was very helpful. You're very welcome.
Yeah.
Linda says, awesome layers. Amazing.
Thank you. Really trying my best today. Just mixing all these different tones with that one blue, but it's starting to get a little muddy. So I might just put some white on the side here, back over here. I'm going to dip the tip of that brush into the white until I can get something pasty. And then maybe I'll go over the bottom again.
It says, it doesn't make as big as a jump as watercolor in the student/professional grade. Student/professional grade. That's good to know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think with gouache you're dealing with things like granulation and like some of those things we really love about watercolor. And seeing how some of those pigments, like mineral pigments, I don't think that really happens with gouache. So
It's fun. It's very whimsical.
I'm going to try and stamp her little scallops on this time.
Okay.
She's just going to have so many layers of ruffles. It's ridiculous.
I love it.
The mice went nuts. This is the mice on their first season of Project Runway. They haven't come back yet to compete for All Stars.
I love Project Runway. I think it's such a cool show. Would you say that was like there's a couple prolific reality shows that were really like
Top Model.
Survivor.
Survivor. I actually really get into Survivor. I love people playing mind games.
Yeah, and then of course there's Big Brother.
Big Brother, super amazing.
But Top Model was, or Project Runway was definitely like one of those shows that has that and American Idol, of course.
Oh yeah.
Those have lasted the test of time. That looks really pretty.
Thanks. I think we're getting there. I'm just gonna add
Just more.
another little layer here and then call the bottom done.
You're so patient. How do you feel doing this? Is this like, are you nervous?
I'm a little overly aware. Things like when you're filming and stuff, it's hard because you know that the camera's rolling. You know there are people there that like have questions waiting to be answered. So you're trying to think up answers while you're also trying to concentrate.
Right.
So you have to be able to disconnect your brain enough to like make decisions artistically, I guess, but keep it connected to be able to talk to people. I don't know. Even now I feel like my brain's gone missing.
So going back, it says the mice were bored with in regards to the dress. Did you like the new seasons with Christian? I do like the new seasons with Christian. I think he does a really good job. I think he's a really good mentor. And he's very relevant.
I like Carly
He's in the
Kloss,
now.
but I miss Heidi.
I do miss Heidi. I've been
like
watching
Kim.
Making the Cut. Yeah, that's the new one with
Oh, I haven't seen that one
Right?
yet. Yeah, that's them, but on Amazon,
with Tim
right?
Gunn and Heidi. Yeah. Yes, the Project Runway. Yes. Hi guys, from Victory. Hi Victory.
Oh, hey Victory. I just got that journal you made me out. Maybe I should ditch this and paint in there.
Like, I could watch for hours. This is super soothing. And so they have 4 episodes out of Making the Cut. We should watch that today.
I don't know if we get that Amazon TV.
Yeah, we do. Amazon Prime. Isn't it with Amazon Prime?
Is it? I don't know. They have their own streaming thing like that?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We started watching, what is it?
Oh, that Marvelous Mrs. Maisel?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was that.
Yes.
I thought that was just like encouraging me to buy whatever Amazon was selling. So I would not frequent that because I'm pretty susceptible to a sales funnel.
Oh yeah, I'm always.
Put me in front of one of those good vacuum cleaner ads that suck up the bowling ball, and I'll question whether I need it.
What was one of the what was something that you like, the infomercial TV that I have to have that?
Vegetti. The vegetable spaghetti.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely fell down that road. Doesn't Danielle have one?
I feel like she might.
Doesn't Danny Setsuko have one of those? A noodler? You know that you go to Target and you see them on that that
the
end
as seen
cap.
on TV. The as seen on TV.
I always stop by and have a look because they're not bad ideas. I think just they seem worse when they end up on that end cap. And when they have that as seen on TV thing, because being on TV is not a thing anymore.
I'm trying to think which ones. I mean, I always love the sweater shaver, the one that shaves off the pills from the your you know how your sweater
the
will
pilling.
Yeah. I like that. That actually works.
Totally.
That's fun. Victory says, "Oh yeah, I have mine right here. We could painting it together."
Oh, definitely. I'm gonna ditch this in literally a second, and paint in that one.
Linda says they can boot more than one designer off each week, and they get to argue with the judges. Oh.
I love a good bit of arguing.
James in another life would be an incredible lawyer.
James in this life would be an incredible
This is true.
No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't be that
You're
way.
very good. He's very good. He's a justice warrior on another level, but he's also like highly logical and intelligent.
Thanks.
Yeah.
How much is that going to cost?
All of my love.
I'm going to try to put some lips on.
James, that looks really pretty. I must say.
We'll say goodbye to it because she's about to get a face.
No. I believe that she will be even more beautiful. Wow.
Ugh, so delicate.
Legit have both those products, the Vegetti and the... What are some other ones? I can't think of... There was one that as a kid that I used to watch all the time, and I was like... You know what I would like was like the the Time Life music, or like now the music CDs, like now that's what I call music number 1 and 2,
really?
and like the commercial would go from like, it would give like 10 seconds of each song and go to the next one.
No, I don't think I ever got into that.
Says, haha, my husband always says I should be a lawyer, but I hate the idea of studying laws. I just try to think of Elwoods.
I object.
I object. Faces are my downfall. I doubt it.
This face is so tiny that they're only just like they're little strokes at this point. It's not even a face.
I would say doing the face last now, that's confidence.
I never do that either. Who's picking on that? Because I always start with the face just in case I ruin it and I ditch it.
There's so many people. I would now mess this up. I have so many problems drawing painted faces.
It's alright. I felt like I'd messed it up from the get-go, so the face is really, as long as she has a face, we're good.
Can we get a close-up? Yeah, he'll show
Oh, for sure.
Close-up.
I'm going to put her little eyes on and then I'll give you a little close-up.
I have the Time Life music of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. I love it. I know, it's so good. I had one of like rock and roll and like love songs from the 50s, because when I was a kid, I always just thought that had I been born in the 50s or whatever, would have been so great. I was like, I want to have a Letterman's jacket, and like, did you have a Letterman's jacket?
That's not a very Australian thing.
Australian thing.
But our school jackets were bomber jackets, like our school blazers.
Yeah, that's
in
cool.
my first high school, we went to Catholic high school, and we had bomber jackets.
I love that. Oh yeah, there's the where you buy 12 CDs for a penny and lifetime shackles. Yes, exactly, because you could buy 12 CDs for a penny, but then it puts you in a subscription program.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy. Are you adding the shoe on the stair, the lost shoe on the stairs?
maybe. Because I didn't put her other shoe on her thing, but I think I will.
Are you adding shadow now?
I'm trying to add a bit of shadow. I chose the wrong color. Now she looks dirty.
No, not at all.
It's fine.
Great.
She's Cinderella. That's what we call you.
Cinderella.
She got cinders from the fireplace. Oh, girls, you're too clever.
Cinders in our tea.
That's what we'll call you. Cinderwench. Honestly, if you had to play anyone in that movie, who would you play? Because you know I would play Kate Blanchett.
Oh, I want to be the prince.
Kit, it's Kit.
Do you follow Juno Birch? I feel like she would be your spirit animal.
Is that the drag queen? The blue drag queen, the alien-looking one? I think, did she do a Jennifer Coolidge thing? I literally don't follow many people. I follow the weirdest, my pattern of following is so bizarre. But I have come across this person, I think, if that's who I'm thinking of.
Columbia House, yes. Columbia House is the 12 CDs for a penny, yes. And then Steve, Red Stairs looks way better. Yes, he's doing a great job with the Red Stairs.
Alright, put her little shoe on the stair here.
I wanted a pink lady jacket.
Oh, same.
You can get them at Spirit Halloween Store.
You making fun of me, Reese?
Some people are so touchy.
Look at me.
Danny Darnell. Obsessed with those clips. Also, hi Darnell.
Hi, Danny. There's her little shoe.
Love it.
Oh, I love that. Look, guys, it worked out.
Yes.
In the end, it worked out. There you go.
It looks great.
Thanks. Oh, do you know what I might do? I might stop this live here, and then, because I have to say goodbye to this overhead camera, because it's going to heat up and explode on me. So I'll stop this here, and I'll go live again, and I'll get my other journal out and paint in there. So I'll be back with you in about 2 minutes, okay? Bye.
Bye.